There are 10 generations from Adam to Noah. About a 1,000-year period of time, maybe 1,100. And there are 10 names that are mentioned representing those 10 generations. But there's a lot more people in the Bible during that time, but when it comes to naming them, then we get 10. Okay? All right, so let me just show what I mean. So it starts, let's go. Adam, whose name is man. That's what it means. Okay? Seth, his name means appointed. Enosh, his name means mortal. Kenan, his name means sorrow. Mahaliel, the blessing of God. Jared, he shall come down. Enoch, remember Enoch? Means teaching. Methuselah, remember that? Man that lived the longest, right? His death shall bring. Lamech, which is the father of Noah, the despairing, and then Noah's name means rest or comfort. These are the 10 names that are given. I'm not going to have time to break it all down to you. Creation principle, seed principle, don't rain principle, because there's a firmament principle. These 10 names are put there because if you read them, their names together, if you read Hebrew and their names together, they would give you an entire sentence. And the sentence goes like this: man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down teaching that his death shall bring the despairing rest. So those 10 generations produce a sentence that says something is getting ready to happen. And when God did this, two things happened. Genesis 7:11. It says then that the fountains of the deep, right? 600 years Noah's life, the fountains of the great deep were broken up and the windows of heaven were open. That means in the firmament, in the atmosphere, come on, Genesis 1, the waters below and the waters above, but the waters above cannot be released because there's no man there to dominate the ground. But in the 600th year of Noah's life, the second month, the 17th day, the fountains of the deep broke open, and on the same day, the windows of heaven were opened. And the waters came down, and the windows were opened over his head. He created an ark with a door, and the doors were open. I think I'm preaching too long for some of you that are used to sermonettes, but that's why you're a Christianette. I'm trying to turn you into, I'm trying to get you to grab a hold of something. That there was a door in the ark, but the window is on the 3rd level. So when there was an open door in front of Noah, he took his family and the animals in. Come on, Genesis. And then when the windows of heaven opened, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But God gave him an open window. But God said, I've done what I'm going to do because I'm the creator. And so then Genesis, that I began with, Genesis 8, says after 40 days, and it came to pass at the end of 40 days, who opened the window? That Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. What I'm trying to tell you is there are some things that God does. God does what you can't do. But there's some things that you do because God has already done what he could do. But God's not going to do what he gave you the power to do. But you've got to have enough power to know that in front of you there's an open door. And some doors God opens up for me. Some doors I got to knock on the door until the door is open. But when there is an open door and an open window, something is about to change. It's the last two verses. They both come out of the book of Revelation. That'll help some of you since I've been in Genesis. The first one is Genesis, Revelation chapter 4. And after this, I looked up and behold, a door was opened in heaven. All right, let's just go on to Revelation chapter 19, 11. And it says, and I saw heaven open. And behold, a white horse. I saw heaven open. What I'm trying to tell you, if you understood it, you would be a little bit happier. What I'm trying to tell you is that you're about ready to hit a season of open doors in front of you, open windows that are over you, and the devil that has to get behind you. But you've got to learn that the seed of everything is in itself, and the seed of your faith is in believing. The seed of your joy is in joyfulness. The seed that is around you is what you've got to use to push on through it. And if you're ready for that, you ought to say amen right here. You ought to say amen right here.